When was the eShram portal launched by the Government of India? Correct answer B. 26 August 2021. Explanation: the eShram portal was launched by the Ministry of Labour and Employment on 26 August 2021. It is a flagship initiative aimed at creating a national database of unorganized workers (NDUW) to facilitate targeted welfare schemes and benefits. Number 2. What is the primary objective of the eShram portal? Correct answer B. To establish a centralized database of unorganized workers. Explanation: the primary goal of the eShram portal is to create a centralized database of unorganized workers, enabling effective policy implementation, social security benefits, and financial inclusion. Number 3. What is the age eligibility criterion for registering on the eShram portal? Correct answer B. 16 to 59 years. Explanation: workers must be between 16 and 59 years old to register on the eShram portal. They must also be employed in the unorganized sector and possess an Aadhaar-linked mobile number and a bank account. Number 4. Which portal has been integrated with eShram to align employment opportunities with large-scale projects? Correct answer C. Gati Shakti portal. Explanation: the integration of the eShram portal with the Gati Shakti portal ensures employment opportunities are generated in alignment with large-scale infrastructure projects, enhancing worker welfare. Number 5. Butterdan Sliya 5. What is the pension amount provided under the Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandan PM Swayam scheme? Correct answer B. 3,000 rupees per month. Explanation: under PM Swayam, unorganized workers aged 18 to 40 years can enroll and receive a monthly pension of 3,000 rupees after attaining the age of 60 years. The government contributes 50% of the premium. Number 6. What is the primary objective of the Namaste scheme? Correct answer C. To ensure safety and dignity of sanitation workers. Explanation: the National Action for Mechanized Sanitation Ecosystem Namaste Go scheme ensures the safety and dignity of sanitation workers by providing protective gear, training, and livelihood support. Number 7. Under the Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana (PMMVY), how much cash assistance is provided to an expecting mother? Correct answer D. 5,000 rupees. Explanation: under PMMVY, 5,000 rupees is provided to expecting mothers in 3 installments for the first child. An additional 1,000 rupees is given under Janani Suraksha Yojana for institutional delivery. Number 8. Which scheme was launched to provide skill training and employment support for rural youth? Correct answer B. Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Gramin Kaushalya Yojana. Explanation: DDU-GKY aims to provide skill training to rural youth, enabling them to secure employment and improve livelihood opportunities. Number 9. Which scheme provides universal accessibility for persons with disabilities? PWDs? Correct answer B. Accessible India Campaign Sugamya Bharat Abhiyan. Explanation: launched on December 3, 2015, the Accessible India campaign aims to provide universal accessibility for PWDs in built environments, transportation, and digital platforms. Number 10. Which scheme provides financial support for skill training of marginalized groups like scheduled castes, other backward classes, and Safai Karamcharis? Correct answer B. PMDAKS. H. Explanation: PMDAKSH aims to enhance skill development and employment opportunities for marginalized groups, including SCS, OBCS, and SAFAIKARAMCHARIS, through free training and financial support. Number 11. What is the main objective of the Pragati Proactive Governance and Timely Implementation Platform? Correct answer B. To resolve implementation issues in government projects. Explanation: Pragati is an ICT-based multimodal platform launched in 2015 to monitor and resolve issues in government programs, ensuring their timely implementation. Number 12. What is the total outlay for the Pradhan Mantri Ayushman Bharat Health Infrastructure Mission PM ABHIM for 2021 to 26? Correct answer D. 64,180 crore rupees. Explanation: PM Abram is a centrally sponsored scheme with a total outlay of 64,180 crore rupees for 2021 to 26. It aims to strengthen the healthcare infrastructure at all levels and prepare for future pandemics. Number 13. What is the primary aim of the Shakti scheme for harnessing and allocating Koyala transparently in India policy? Correct answer A. To ensure transparent coal allocation for the power sector. Explanation: Shakti was introduced in 2017 to ensure a transparent coal linkage framework for power sector companies through competitive bidding and government recommendations. Number 14. Which commodity had the highest inflation rate in November 2024? Correct answer B. Garlic. Explanation: Garlic recorded the highest inflation rate at 85.14% in November 2024, followed by potato, cauliflower, cabbage, and coconut oil. Number 15. Which mobile application has been integrated with eShram to facilitate on-the-go registration for unorganized workers? Correct answer C. Umang. Explanation: the Umang Unified Mobile Application for New Age Governance app was integrated with eShram to allow unorganized workers to register and access benefits conveniently. Number 16. What is the target number of internship opportunities under the Prime Minister's Internship Scheme (PMIS) over 5 years? Correct answer D. 1 crore. Explanation: PMIS aims to provide internship opportunities to 1 crore youth in the top 500 companies over 5 years, with an initial pilot project offering 1.25 lakh internships in financial year 2024-25. Number 17. What is the name of the national level fair dedicated to differently abled artisans? Correct answer B. Divya Kala Mela. Explanation: Divya Kala Mela is a national fair that celebrates the contributions of differently abled artisans, providing them with a platform to showcase and sell their handmade products. Number 18. What is the main objective of the Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihoods Mission, DAY NRLM? Correct answer A. To mobilize rural poor into self-help groups SHGs for economic empowerment. Explanation: DAY NRLM aims to mobilize rural poor households into self-help groups SHGs, enhancing their financial literacy, access to credit, and economic self-sufficiency. Number 19. What is the key focus of the Challenge-Based Destination Development (CBDD) sub-scheme under Swadesh Darshan 2.0? Correct answer A. Holistic development of tourist destinations. Explanation: CBDD focuses on the holistic development of tourist destinations by enhancing infrastructure, services, and visitor experiences to boost domestic tourism. Number 20. What is the goal of the scheme for implementation of the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016 (SIPTA)? Correct answer C. To ensure accessibility, inclusivity, and holistic development of disabled persons. Explanation: SIPTA is a comprehensive scheme that includes sub-schemes aimed at improving accessibility, skill development, and infrastructure for persons with disabilities. Number 21. What is the primary purpose of the National Career Service (NCS) portal? Correct answer A. To provide job matching and career guidance services. Explanation: the NCS portal connects job seekers with employers, skill providers, and career counseling services, supporting employment and skill development initiatives. Number 22. Which initiative aims to train tourist-friendly individuals to enhance visitor experiences? Correct answer A. Paryatan Mitra/Paryatan DD. Explanation: Paryatan Mitra/Paryatan DD trains people interacting with tourists, e.g., drivers, hotel staff, to improve hospitality and promote cultural storytelling at tourist destinations. Number 23. Under Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana (PMUY), what percentage of domestic LPG consumption was by PMUY beneficiaries in financial year 2023-24? Correct answer B. 21%. Explanation: PMUY beneficiaries accounted for 21% of total domestic LPG consumption in fiscal year 2023-24, indicating a significant increase in clean fuel adoption among poor households. Number 24. What is the main focus of the Accessible India campaign, Sugamya Bharat Abhiyan? Correct answer B. to ensure universal accessibility for persons with disabilities. Explanation: launched in 2015, the Accessible India campaign aims to improve physical, digital, and transportation accessibility for persons with disabilities, ensuring inclusivity in public spaces. Thank you. Something exciting is coming soon. Are you ready? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. See you next time.